Welcome back to the Grand Solar Minimum channel. Today is Wednesday, December 4th, 2019. Our space weather today, solar wind speeds coming in at 303.3 kilometers per second. That is low with a density of 6.6. And once again, we are without sunspots, now making it 21 days straight without sunspots. And if you guys watched last night's broadcast, we don't really have anything to look for as far as incoming activity with active regions. Now we do see a couple little bright areas here on the eastern limb turning towards Earth, but not sunspots, just a little bright active spots. And no really large coronal holes to speak of as well. We were expecting solar wind speeds to increase today. Still waiting for that solar wind stream. Has not arrived yet. KP indices are at a 1 and the 24-hour max is at a 2. Now I don't know if they haven't been able to update it or if the TCI just remains unchanged at 3.34. And here's a look at our star in motion, and you see a very minor coronal hole that was Earth facing yesterday. Not expecting a whole lot of activity from that as well. There's another one in the southern region of our star as well that is almost Earth facing. That one is closing up, and again, not a lot of concern with that as well. So the sun is quiet. Low solar winds, and the lower they get, the uglier things get as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at our TSI as well. Last night we were looking at readings of 1360.60. Well, I'll tell you this. Yeah, of all the times I've reported TSI, yesterday's data was based on 1126. Today, 1127. The TSI remains unchanged at that date, 1360.650, which is exactly what we reported last night as well. 1360.650 for 1126, and the same number came in for the 1127 reading. We will give this an update again tonight on our broadcast, and we'll find out if TSI went up or down at all, but in a very stationary position right now as far as output from our sun. Not much. Let's take a look at our radar situation here across the pond. Our friends in the UK, Norway, Germany, France. Good morning or evening to you guys, actually. Afternoon, I should say. Dry right now in Denmark, Germany as well. France, there's a little bit of rain. Actually, quite a bit of rain in Barcelona. Italy and Romania, Greece, Turkey. All of you guys right now remaining fairly dry. A lot of the moisture is to the north. We have snow showers in Iceland, rain moving in through Scotland, and parts of the northeastern United Kingdom might be affected by some showers. But let's go ahead and take a look at the forecast for the UK today. Frosty start in central and southern areas with some dense patches of fog, which may not clear until the afternoon right now. Otherwise, spells of sunshine and a band of cloud and outbreaks of rain moving east across Scotland and Northern Ireland. Tonight, windy with showers, some heavy in the north, cloudier with some rain for a time in the central parts, clear skies and patchy frost and fog in the south. And then for tomorrow, Thursday, fog patches in the south lifting as winds strengthen, becoming very windy across the northern areas with heavy rain for western Scotland and some other northwestern parts of the UK. It will be mild. And while we're here, let's go ahead and take a look at temperatures here across the region. These are daytime highs right now, evening lows. A lot of the cold trying to make its way here into Europe. This is overnight into morning here, December 5th, Thursday. Daytime highs, as you see, France and other areas. Germany will remain pretty much at freezing or below freezing. The UK still in the mild spell, if you ask me, in the 40s and 50s, high 30s in some spots. And these are your morning lows here across Europe on Friday, December 6th. A little bit milder as we head towards the weekend here for the folks here in UK and Scotland, or I should say Ireland. And especially by Friday, feeling pretty good outside actually on Friday, December 6th. And then Saturday overnight, that low time temperatures of cold is just rescinding. And it looks like mild weather is upon us here in the UK through the weekend. Parts of France as well may get in on this action as we get through Sunday, Monday, and before we start to see a possible trend in temperatures staying mild through midweek next week, but then some colder temperatures are definitely on the way. Some changes coming to the European area and the UK as well, and we will see freezing temperatures by next weekend for the UK overnight. So enjoy this weather while you can, because it looks like next weekend we will not be talking about mild temperatures, overnight lows below freezing for much of us. And noticing that cold pattern set up there in the Alps, that's an indication to me that we should start seeing some big time snows heading to that region within the next few days or so. So temperatures are enjoyable at the moment, but that will change. Looking at flood advisories, well, the good news is 22 in total, 19 flooding alerts, 3 flood warnings, 0 severe flooding. Thankfully, we are starting to see a break from all that rain that we had out there in the UK. But it will return, unfortunately. Head scratcher here at weather.com. November was one of the 10 coldest on record for some cities in the Midwest and East, including Bangor, Maine, Binghamton, New York, and Cincinnati, Ohio. Impressive to see weather.com and one side talk about how November was one of the hottest months on the planet, and then also mention how we had the coldest on record for some Midwest and East parts of the United States. Again, a lot of people going back and forth about the temperatures that we got yesterday on the Roy Spencer website for the UAH. And again, lots of cold across the United States, lots of record cold as well. Snowpack will remain with us here for a few days, guys, but we will see brief warm up this week, and then we are expecting cold weather, and I'll get to more of that here in a second. Wanted to share real quick with some snow totals across the farther parts of the Northeast. We already covered New York and Boston. Now we got New Hampshire, New Ipswich, 36 inches. Peru, Maine, 28 inches. Fultonville, New York, 28 inches. Woodford, Vermont, 26. North Granby, Connecticut, 18 inches. So the further in the Northeast we saw some pretty big snows here, especially in New Ipswich, New Hampshire, with 36 inches of snow. Let's take a look at our radar right now, actually, and we'll go into our forecast for the United States. Right now, our current radar is pretty quiet. Some light snow showers across eastern Ohio and into western Pennsylvania. We are getting blasted with rain in the Bay Area right now. As we talked about the 1-2 punch, Seattle, you're getting some rain showers. Oregon, all clear right now. Parts of Idaho with some sprinkles. Let's check out what's going on here in Alaska. Some snow near Anchorage. Other than that, pretty darn quiet. And then if we check out what's happening here at Honolulu, well, typical Hawaiian weather. Some rain showers on the main island scattered across the islands of Hawaii. Let's take a look at our low temperatures here for today. This is going to be overnight tonight. Not too bad for December 5th, if you ask me. And the daytime highs for today also not too hateful, guys. We're looking at lows or highs in the south today. This is going to feel like a great early spring day for you folks out there. In fact, there are some temperature records that could be broken for today. Looking at that frost freeze line, well, there you go. Much of the United States is involved, except for the West Coast and the South. But other than that, we are cold much of the United States. Looking at our extended forecast here, and it looks like we're going to see some mixed precipitation here in the Northeast today, but it's very, very, very minor. Rain and thunderstorms across the Southwest, some flooding possible near LA and further south of California as well. We go into Thursday. Snow showers moving in across the Northeast and the Great Lakes. That's mostly lake effect. Thunderstorms and showers across the South and the Midwest, and more mixed precipitation across the Four Corner states and parts of Washington and Oregon, as well as more coastal showers move in for California for round 2. And then on Friday, expecting more precipitation up and down the West Coast. Frozen precipitation across the Northeast as more lake effect snow showers are moving in on Friday, December 6th. There is a chance for at least 2 to 4 inches of snowfall in parts of New York. I have not checked the rest of the forecast in that area, but this will be a quick little blast of snow. Again, only 2 to 4 inches expected from this. And then we have thunderstorms in the deep south, followed by a cold front. And we were talking about this brief warm-up. I'll get more into that tonight. on our live show and full report. But here's an outlook of what our weather is going to be for the next couple of days through Friday. Again, mentioning a brief warm-up before more cold air returns next week, but it's not going to be as cold as it could be. And that's a lot has to do with the fact that we were talking about the SSW that could be happening here in the Arctic in the next couple of days. All right, that's going to do it for me this morning, guys. We'll be back tonight at 9 p.m. with a full report here on the Grand Solar Minimum channel. Have a great day, everyone. We'll talk soon.
Do you like this show? Give us a thumbs up. Want to support us more? Share to your favorite social media platform, buy a t-shirt, or become a Patreon. All links are in the description below.